No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. Ever.
Hey, what's up guys, what's going on? So in today's clip, we're gonna be watching a woman complain, bitch, cry about a man approaching her. So just a little bit of context what's going on. This woman is putting her child in their car seat and a man legit 30 feet away says, "Excuse me, ma'am," and she just freaks out. She starts yelling at him, "Do not approach me, do not approach me," and just keeps yelling at him, and he's just like, "Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck is your problem?" And she feels like she did something, and she makes a video pretty much telling all women that they should stand up for themselves, protect themselves, that no man whatsoever for any reason should approach a woman in a parking lot. So let's just get into it.
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot and it went fine, and I'm going to tell you why it went fine and how to address it, because it was in a book I read and this is how you're supposed to address it, but it scared me. I'm literally shaking.
Or maybe it went fine because the guy was 30 feet away. If he really wanted to do something, he would have gotten a lot closer than he actually was. But I understand that sometimes you're not really sure what the next person is going to do. So I would say yes, be prepared for the worst. But you just went in straight, like assuming this guy is going to hurt you. And you're just yelling at him. Like for no reason. He has not posed a threat yet. Man is 30 feet away and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am." That's it. That's it. For me, I feel like it would be a threat if he was a shit ton closer, like within my personal space, and he said, "Hey," or something like that. Not excuse me, ma'am. He said the most polite way possible from 30 feet away. What threat is he really posing right now?
So this guy, I am alone with my son, by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, "Excuse me, ma'am."
See, that's the thing. You don't know what his intentions were. He honestly could have had, like, I don't know, ran out of gas or something. He probably just needs like a couple bucks to get some gas. Or maybe his car broke down. He's asking, "Hey, ma'am, do you mind coming over and giving me a jump?" You don't know what the problem is. It's crazy how he went from a world of innocent until proven guilty to now guilty until proven innocent. It's crazy. It's just beyond me.
And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me." And he immediately started going in the other direction, and I just kept saying it over and over and over. I said, "Do not approach me, do not approach me." And he of course got "What the F?" He started cussing and yelling what's your problem? And I said,
well, yeah, of course he's gonna be confused and upset with you. Of course he's gonna start cussing at you because he didn't do anything wrong. You're making him look like the bad guy for doing absolutely nothing wrong. That's the thing. It's just sad, man. Now people think he's the bad guy. You're causing a scene, not only in front of everybody, but in front of your child. Given he's probably just a baby, so he probably doesn't know what's going on. But still, your babies are sponges. They're gonna pick up on your actions and everything that you're doing. This is not a good example for your child.
And I looked at him and he actually then crossed a couple cars down from my car. He didn't come anywhere near me. He crossed a couple cars down from my car and was like, continuing to cuss and say, "What's your problem?" And I said, "You do not approach women in a parking lot." I just kept saying, "Do not approach me. You do not approach women in a parking lot," yelling it. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. Ever. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot.
Well, guys, you're here to hear first. No man should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. If you see a woman lifting a heavy bag, do not help her. If you see a woman, I don't know, carrying a big ass box and she's struggling to carry it, do not help her. If you see a woman has, I don't know, ran out of gas, needs to jump, anything, do not approach her. Do not help her at all. Let another woman go help her. It's dumb though, because think about this. she has a child, meaning that she probably has a husband or a boyfriend or something. The only way that they could have got together is if he approached her. It makes no sense. He had to approach her. They had to go on like little dates and stuff like that, which led up to, them doing their deed and then having the baby. It all started because he approached her. It makes no sense. So guys, just don't look creepy where you're approaching women. It's like the only thing I could say, I guess, is don't be creepy about it. Be normal. I don't know.
And if a male does approach you, you need to turn around and use the strongest voice that you can possibly use with them. Don't be polite. They need to literally screw off. No male should be approaching you in a parking lot.
You see, this is complete bullshit. You shouldn't just cause a scene just because you feel threatened, but there is no actual threat. Because then you're just making someone look like the bad guy when they have done nothing wrong. You don't know his situation. Maybe he saw that you have a baby and he has a baby of his own and he just needed some diapers because you ran out. You don't know the situation. It's ridiculous. And for a person like me, I'm actually 6'2", and 260 pounds. Yes, I'm a fat ass, I'll admit. But like, I can just be a normal person, and then maybe I need to ask someone a question, or maybe I need some advice or something. Maybe I need some little bit of help. If a woman happens to be there, hey ma'am, do you mind helping me real quick? It's gonna fucking be bullshit. She just starts cussing at me because I've done nothing wrong, But now I know. If a woman comes up to me asking if I can reach something from the top shelf, I should just fucking kick her in the chin because she's a threat. Thank you. Yes, I have now taken these notes from this woman. But like all TikTok storytellers, there always is a part 2. So go ahead and check that out.
A man approached me today in a parking lot while I was alone with my son, bent over trying to put him in his car seat. And I'm getting a lot of comments like this one, that how I responded to protect me and my son in that situation was over the top.
See, she's saying that she's protecting herself and her son, but there's no threat. At least he hasn't posed one yet. But if there isn't a threat, then what are you protecting yourself and your son from?
People are saying he could have just been trying to help, or that someone that says, "Excuse me, ma'am," isn't a criminal. So let me ask you this. What does a criminal look like? At what point do you choose to defend yourself? Are you gonna wait until somebody with an orange jumpsuit approaches you? Or maybe someone with a t-shirt that says, "I'm a rapist," or a human trafficker, or "I'm about to rob you"? Whatever your threshold might be, I would suggest that you don't wait until the person is right on top of you to do something about it. And as a woman, never underestimate your instincts.
Now, I understand where she's coming from as far as you don't want to be too late to do something. I get that, honestly. But nothing happened. If you really wasn't sure if this guy was a threat or not, when he says, "Excuse me, ma'am," you just said, no, sir, I'm not going to help you. Something like that. You don't have to be like, "Do not approach me." Just be like, "Hey, sir, I can't help you. I'm busy." Something like that. Because then it wouldn't have caused a scene. Anything who just walked away simple. He wouldn't have started cussing at you. There wouldn't have been any type of altercation. No one would be staring. It would just be, okay, well, he's gonna walk away and find someone else to help. That's it. And like I said, I agree as far as women trust your instinct. I would agree that women need to protect themselves. I think women's safety is a high priority. But this isn't how you go about it. There are ways to protect yourself without causing a scene. And the way she did it just wasn't it. But honestly, guys, that's all I really have to say. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think about the situation, and have a good one.